Hi guys, what's up? This is Mel and I'm here to talk about The 100, episode 309, titled Stealing Fire, which premiered Thursday, March 31st, 2016 on the CW. And guys, it is 12 minutes after the episode airs, and seriously, I really need to record this because I'm full up on emotions right now, because guys, spoiler alert completely right now. Really, this episode, I'm telling you right now, the last 15 minutes, it had me in tears. Had me going there right at the 45-minute mark, commercial, kind of died down, and then the last 5 minutes of the episode, I'm in tears, literally bawling my eyes out. I'm saying, no, I'm begging for the TV to not have it happen, but oh my god. So, before you completely don't know what I'm talking about, which you should if you're watching this video, but let's get right into it. 10-minute clock, something new that we learned in this episode. So this time we both see Polis and Arcadia. So based off of Polis, apparently it's been 24 hours since Lex's death, or at least that's what I get from Murphy when he says that Clark's been banging on the door for 24 hours. So that's my timeline for that. So apparently the conclave is set to happen to pick the next commander among the Nightbloods. Conclave is meant to be kind of like a gladiator tournament, I think, kind of like what Lexa did with Rowan when they were challenged and all that. But anyways, turns out it doesn't happen, though, because Antari comes back with a vengeance and kills all the Nightbloods while they were asleep, leaving her with the only Nightblood left, meaning she's the only one that could take the flame, which is the Commander AI chip. And Clark learns that from Titus that only the ones with the Nightblood can successfully take in the AI chip, because those who don't have it tend to have their lives taken from them. So even Clark made a comment about, if Nightbloods are so rare, then why do you make them kill each other to choose this one? It's the worst secession plan ever, and I have to agree with her there. But anyway, so Clark eventually, does get her hands on the flame, thanks to Titus, who believes that her finding the 8th Nightblood that fled from Lex's class, if Clark can find her, then she is a possible candidate for the commander. And Titus thinks that Luna is her name, which is apparently the leader of, I believe, the boat people, I think it was. It's one of the clans by the water, anyway, that Lincoln mentioned in season 1. So anyways, Titus thinks that Luna would be better off as commander than Antari, so he gives Clark the flame with the mission to go find Luna and use the journal with the flame from the first commander, Becca, I believe, and do the ascension ritual through that. So that is Clark's new mission, and Murphy's still stuck in Polis. Now back to Arcadia, though. So Arcadia deals with the sentencing of Kane, Lincoln, and St. Clair, who have been sentenced to death for their crimes. We also see Bellamy and Monty trying to help with the rescue mission. They go and approach Miller and Harper, who deny any claims of any rescue mission because they don't trust them anymore, which is kind of sad. But anyways, rescue plan does come away with Harper, Miller, Abby, Brian, and Octavia. They managed to get out, but before they could actually leave, Pike makes a threat against all the imprisoned grounders. If the ones trialed for execution don't hand themselves over, those grounders would die. So Lincoln surrenders to save his people, and he's executed by Pike with a gunshot to the head. And guys, that was the source of my tears. Seriously, most shocking moment of the episode, the fact that Lincoln has died, that he was killed. Okay, for the record though, after finding out that Ricky Whittle was, I believe he was cast to be a lead in this upcoming show, with that news, I kind of thought, okay, either they're going to kill Lincoln off, A, B, he's going to have less screen time, which is kind of hard to begin with since he's Octavia's love and he's already has less screen time to begin with, which is a shame if you ask me. Or C, he's just not going to appear, or maybe he's still in here and then scheduling is going to be one and the other, sorry. So maybe it could work. So part of my head, I knew there was a possibility that Lincoln could be killed, because then we also saw promos of Octavia beating on Bellamy and telling him that he is dead to her. Only reason I could think she could say that is because Lincoln is dead. So you had all these theories, all these clues that there's a chance that Lincoln was going to die. And yet when it happened in this episode, sorry, I'm getting over a cough right now, I'm so sorry. So when it came to clues of Lincoln surrendering himself for his people, when it came to him actually in the execution position, saying his last words and all that, it brought me to tears. Theoretically, in my head, I knew this was the possibility. I knew it was a good possibility that Lincoln was going to be killed. And yet seeing it like this, seeing it happen, sorry, I did not want it to happen at all. No way. I was in tears. When he gave that goodbye kiss to Octavia at the 45-minute mark, roughly, I was in tears telling him, no, don't do this, just walk away with her, and work on a plan to get people out of the camp. But he doesn't. He sedates her and tells Kane to take care of her and he'll take her off. And then he surrenders to Pike. Commercial break. I think we go to Polis for a bit, and then it goes to Octavia waking up, finding out Lincoln's not there. Cue the start of the tears. You see Lincoln being escorted to the yard, him being put on his knees, him having his final words. Cue the tears right now, people. And like, oh my god, it's just like, no. And then have him actually shoot him in the head, and then have him fall. It's like, no. I wanted more of Lincoln. I really wanted more of Lincoln, especially when he was first incorporated into Arcadia. It's like, most shocking. I really did not want him to die. I mean, oh my god. I'm getting worked up over it, and it's not good for my throat or my cough. Oh my god. Deep breath. Alright, top 3 favorite moments. First one has to be Clark and Murphy, mainly because Murphy doesn't leave Clark behind. I mean, there were so many chances he could have left Clark behind and said, screw this, I'm going, you can stay here and get caught. But he doesn't. He stays with her, and I actually like that. And I was surprised that he did, yet I was happy that he didn't leave Clark behind, yet I expected him to leave her behind. So it really shows the great growth, or at least between the two of them, that they've actually grown to the point where they actually care for each other's well-beings, it seems. Because Clark is worried about how Murphy's going to get out when Titus sends her on this mission. And then Murphy doesn't leave Clark behind when he's given many opportunities to leave Polis. So I just really like that, which I wasn't expecting. But it's great to see that development between them, especially since where they were back in season 1 is such an improvement for sure. Next favorite moment. The fact that King Rowan saves Clark again. I love it. I definitely love it when those two are on screen together. I love that he even brings up that this is the second time I've saved you, or so I've saved you another times and stuff. And he even says, the next time I see you, we won't be friends. I hope that's not the case. I hope he rethinks that. But that means they are going to see each other again. So it's like, yes. Can't wait for that. I don't know what it is. I just like the pairing together for sure. And I still got that one shot I read a while back when 302 aired that was connected to it that's still stuck in my head about them, which was fantastic. Deep breath. Next favorite moment, the rescue mission in itself. Very clever, very well thought out. I was going to use a wrong word. That would have been bad considering what happened to Lincoln. But I liked that they gave the illusion that they had escaped when really they were just under the floorboards in their own cell, and then they managed to break out and escape, so I really like that. It's just like how they outsmarted Pike, which is awesome. Liked it when he has the wool pull over his eyes like that. Last favorite moment. We got the Kane and Abby kiss. Yes, it was a goodbye kiss. I don't get it. Why is it always people think the moment where you're not going to see a person again, that's your moment to act on your feelings? I mean, what, you're afraid this whole time, and then the moment where you realize, oh, this might be the last time I see them again, then you're going to act on it. It's like, now what? You just opened yourself up to that can of worms. Now what happens if something happens to them? Now it's just like another what if scenario and such like that. So anyways, but I like that it happened. It was teased a lot with the overall season 3 promo, so it's just like wondering, when is that happening, and it happened, so it was great. So top 3 peeve moments. First one, Antari killed the Nightbloods. Though it was a strategic move, I'll give her that. The fact that she beheaded them while they slept is a little disturbing. I'll just keep it at that. She's kind of crazy, for sure. Next peeve moment for me was Antari ordering King Rowan around, since he is her king from Ice Nation. Although I guess it makes sense since she's commander, now she's kind of the leader of all the clans meaning she can order the king around, but it unnerves me that she can do that to her own king. And it's like she didn't even care. It's like, I'm in position of power now, do as I say, when she's not even officially the leader. It's like, yeah, okay, no thank you, I don't agree. And last peeve, the fact that Pike killed Lincoln, for sure. That dude needs to die now. Pike needs to be killed, and I would love it if Octavia did it. I'm just saying. Okay, moment I remember most when I look back on this episode, Lincoln's death. Huge biggie, for sure, even though the title of the episode is referring to the AI chip, because it's stealing the flame type thing. But moving on, random questions. At the end, when Lincoln was killed, Octavia looked ready to kill when she was staring at Pike. Do you think she will personally seek Pike's head out for revenge? Like, you think she'll actually be motivated to be the one to kill him? Or do you think she's gonna have bigger plans for revenge? There's the timer. I hope she kills him. I really do. It needs to be done. And then I can see afterwards what she does, that she shouts in rage because it doesn't help her at all that she killed him because Lincoln's still gone. Last question. With Lincoln dead, how will Clark find Luna? I mean, all we know is that she's near the water. That's about it. So I doubt that Luna even knows about Clark's connection to Lincoln. So now that they find out that Lincoln's dead, that's going to cause trouble too. Should have figured, though, when Clark offered to take Titus to Lincoln, that was going to be a bad sign for him because we already knew the setup for what was happening with Lincoln. So there's that. So moving on to predictions very quickly. Based off the promo for 310, we see Raven wanting to get that City of Lights chip out of her because it's messing with her. And then we see Jaha forcing Abby to take that chip to stop her from taking it out of Raven. So that issue's there. Based off the synopsis for the episode, we see Jasper rushing to save one of his own. It's probably Raven. We see Monty getting himself caught in a situation. Not sure if that's connected to Jasper's or if it's something else with his mom finding out that he's a traitor now. Though Pike doesn't know that. And then we see, or it says Kanan's on a mission. And also it says that Bellamy is hit with a hard truth. Maybe that's about what happened to Lincoln. But overall predictions, we get that I think Octavia will turn on Bellamy because she'll blame him for Lincoln's execution. And also we see Clark being wanted again as Juanita by Rowan, so he's going to have to hunt her down to find the flame. And just like at the beginning of the season when he was hunting her down for Lexa. And that's about it. But also, guys, good news. During the 2-week hiatus, the 100 was renewed for season 4. So we're definitely going to get a brand new season of this fantastic show. Not sure whether that means we're going to see it starting in September or if we have to wait until January again. But who knows? The fact that we get another year is just fantastic. More adventures to come. So I'm excited for that. But let's move on to my top 5 favorite episodes list. So as you can see, I got them set up between ship-oriented and non-ship-oriented, or focus, however you want to put it. So that's the list how it was as of last episode. Now here is where this episode fits in. And to the ship-focused episode, I'm putting it at number 5 because of Clark and Rowan. Don't know why, I just really love it when those two share a scene together. The Kanan Abby kiss, Lincoln and Octavia having a kiss, although Lincoln's was really a goodbye kiss, which is sad enough, but it's still a good moment for them since they have been separated since at least 305 when he was locked up. And then maybe Clark and Murphy's concern for each other will also count there. So a lot of different little aspects for ship, but nothing like a major shippy moment type thing except for the cabby part. So moving on to non-ship focus, it's definitely moving to number 5 because of Lincoln's death. So that pushes all the other 4 down, and it's made it up to the top 5. So it's definitely, I think any episode that pushes me to tears or to have such a reaction to an episode is definitely going to be up there. So that's always an indicator, but that's about it. So guys, what did you think about the episode? What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? AKA Lincoln's death. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it, as well as your own top 5, whether it's ship focus or non-ship focus. Let me know. I'm very interested to see how you rank these episodes. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos if you haven't done so already. Also, if you want more information about the 100, whether it's promos, web clips, sneak peeks, GIFs, quotes, dialogue, stuff like that, check out my Tumblr page. Link for those are down below in the description box. You got one specifically for this episode, and you got another that includes all the tags related to the 100. For that one, scroll all the way down to the very bottom, and there you have it right there. And that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. So sorry about the quality of my voice in this recording. Suffering from a cough, suffering from a cold. In fact, I'm still emotional, getting worked up. It's not really helping that fact. So there is that. And if I do happen to post this not on March 31st, I do apologize. I'm dealing with corrupted files, which happen to be a lot of the ones I use to make these videos. So that pisses me off right now too. But I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for watching again. Hope you come back next week to see what I have to say about the next episode. But until then, this is Mel wishing you a great day, a great week, wherever you are. Bye for now.